Brie Spiel, and I'm a sequential artist. I got started by watching film, I used to watch movies all the time when I was a kid, and all those movies just kind of really inspired me to want to start drawing comics. So I started drawing comics for the local newspaper, more so my school newspaper, as well as the local newspaper, and from there I just started doing a little bit more editorial work and kind of started making my own comics, and then went to school after that for comics and whatnot, and now I do storyboard and pretty much everything that encompasses sequential art. I started drawing little comic strips for the newspaper, so it was like little 3-panel things like Garfield or Zitz, and I would always look towards the Orlando Sentinel back where I grew up for updates on Get Fuzzy, Zitz, and all these other little mini strips that were out there, including, what was that one? The one with all the kids, Better Off Something, I don't know. It was like all these kids, and it's like, Better or Worse, For Better or Worse. That one. I always thought that was really funny, and that's what really inspired me to get into it, because I was like, oh man, these characters have so much to say in such little bits. And then a lot of my comics are silent comics as well, and that basically stems from me being a huge 19 teens to 19, pre-code films. So a lot of silent movies, a lot of Buster Keaton, Alice Guy, Lois Weber, a lot of those films really inspired me to create more storytelling, more narrative illustrations within my comics, so that I didn't have to use words, because I feel like I've never been very good with words. I'd rather show somebody what I'm doing, do improv or something, act it out, rather than, as I talk with my hands so much. I'm hoping that in the next 6 to 10 years, I will open up my own studio, an animation studio, mostly so that I can go ahead and direct music videos, because I want to bring story back to music and vice versa. I've already been storyboarding my own ideas over a bunch of music videos that have already been made. And I'm teaching myself how to 2D animate right now, so I can go ahead and animate them myself and color them and whatnot. But ultimately, it would be an animation studio that does music videos, feature film, graphics, whatever somebody really needs. But then also I would be doing comics on the side. I've been told I have a very French, stylized, cartoony style. A lot what's his name? Jean something. I forget. I read a lot of if you've ever read the comic Liddy, it's by Gardot, I think I'm saying that right, Gardot publishers. There's this comic named Liddy about a little girl who's actually dead, and they're trying to create these memories of her. And it's just, the art style is so beautiful, and it really pulls from like I said, back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, that sort of sense of style, that very thick to thin lines, and very charming look to it. I don't know, and solid colors. It's kind of neat. My name is Brie Spiel, and I'm a raw artist.